Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking, and thank you for joining us here. I have promised that I will do a tarot reading for the American elections. Therefore, Harris versus Trump and Trump versus Harris. Okay, we'll be looking at both sides. This is just for fun. My personal opinion is not going to be in this reading. We're going to see who will have the best cards and take the messages with a grain of salt. This is just for fun. I do watch some news. I do follow some things. I'm not living in the US, so obviously I will not be voting. But of course, whatever happens in the US is and does affect the whole world. So it is of interest to everyone, to the world at large. We'll be using the fairy tarot cards. I'm going to split this deck in two piles after I've shuffled in front of you. We're not doing reversals. We will take a karma dharma for each of them, and we'll also take the Island Time Wellness, even though we do use them for romantic readings. We'll see who gets the heavier cards, who gets the more positive cards, and we'll be looking at the Kipper deck as well. So I know that some of you may be offended, may get upset. That's okay. It is a risk me doing this. I'm going to have a go at it. Right or wrong doesn't matter. As I said, this is just for fun. And what I'll be doing is, if you're not on Patreon 3, tier 3, I will be doing an analysis in the next few days on both their birth charts with the election date of the 5th of November to see who's got more chance and more help, obviously, from the transiting planets, because obviously it does make all the difference. Okay, so as I said, not taking sides. This is, I'm on the outside trying to figure out who's going to come through. I know the elections will not be easy because of the astrological influences around that date. It will be very tough. We'll be talking about that on tier 3, on Patreon. If you're not a Patreon, then do join us. If you're interested, come and visit Patreon and see whether you like to stay. You're welcome to stay. If not, just check out the analysis and move on. What can I say? All right, so let's go. Let's have a bash at this. We'll be, as I said, shuffling, and we'll be taking two piles. We will not use the whole deck, obviously. We will take a few cards from each of the decks and see what comes through as more positive, because there will be positive and negative cards. The elections will not be easy. We know that for a fact. Anything can happen up until then. Who knows? Who knows until that date? Because things can happen before the actual date that will change the whole dynamic of the elections. So looking at the elections, please, Spirit, please guide. Who's going to win the elections? I should actually say more so. Will it be the Republicans, which have got Trump as their leader, or the Democrats, which have got Kamala Harris as their leader? Let's see. On the left will be, the pile on the left will be the Democrats, so more than likely Kamala Harris, and on the right will be the Republicans with Donald J. Trump as leader, please, Spirit. Okay. Okay, we've got the two piles. Kamala with the Democrats and Donald Trump. Let's see what the karma dharma will be for each of them, whether it's them as leaders or other replacements. No one knows. Okay, no one knows what happens up until the elections. What is the karma dharma for the Democrats and Kamala Harris, and for the Republicans and Donald J. Trump? Okay, let's take some cards. Let's turn over the karma dharma. Okay, on the side of Kamala Harris and her group, we've got the Hermit. On the side of Donald J. Trump and the Republicans, we've got a very important card. A very, very important card. We've got the Emperor. And usually in this deck, I always say, interesting, most of you that follow me know that in the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, I always say that because we've got two emperors, one is the crowned emperor and the one behind is without a crown, which in actual fact, Donald J. Trump hasn't had the crown, hasn't been the president for the past 4 years. But I always point to Gemini because we've got two emperors and Donald Trump is a Gemini. Kamala, on the other hand, she is a Libra. So we're talking about two air signs, very intelligent, both of them. But we've got the Hermit here, which is the energy of Virgo. I will look more into this when I'm looking at their charts. Okay, since she's a Libra, she may have Virgo planets in the sign of Virgo, surely. Let me just, I want to see that right now. Yes, Kamala has got her Venus in Virgo, Pluto in Virgo, and Uranus in Virgo. So it does tie into her energy. Okay, so we've got the Emperor here, and the card speaks to lead. The Hermit speaks to seeking the truth, seeking the inner light. Let's see what will come through. Let's see what will come through for Kamala and the Democrats. We've got the Queen of Winter, Queen of Swords. Strong, patient, self-sufficient, and funny. She sure is funny. She's strong. She got to that point, obviously. Patient, well, I don't know her personally. Many of you will have an opinion. I'd love to hear your opinions. Let's see what else. The message says, let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now's the time to focus on your career. Unmarried or divorced individuals. There may be some messages in there, in these cards. That's why I'm reading them. King of Summer. This is the King of Cups. This could be a spouse. It could be someone, it could be the gentleman that is, along her side. Wild, I can't remember his name well, but I don't know if he's a water sign. But it says, honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted. A romantic partner you can trust. This could be her spouse. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. It could be someone who could be a Scorpio that's by her side and advising her. Could be a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Pisces. More so Scorpio. We've got the Ace of Cups here. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one. Well, it could be a partnership, let's say. The awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. That's what the card says. Let's see what else we've got for Kamala. We've got the Knight of Pentacles here. Dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous. Cautious but wise action. Meticulous attention to detail. Kindness to others. That would be the Virgo energy. King of Winter. We've got a King of Swords here. Aquarius, more than likely. Knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, unemotional. Get advice from someone professional and objective. Public speaking. Unemotional relationships. So far, the Democrats do not have any major arcana cards. And we've got one. We've got one, and this is let go of belief systems that no longer work for you, an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. This is the Tower, my dear friends, and the Tower we know is Uranus, it is Mars. All right, I'm sorry about the glare. It's not something that I can do. Let's take Donald J. Trump's and the Republicans. So the Democrats finish off with a Tower, and the Tower is anything that's been built on ground that was not solid, not stable, breaks down. And we know that the Tower is an awe moment. It is a wow. It speaks to innovation. It speaks to anything shocking, surprising, unconventional. Yeah, and it could be some sort of an awakening, some sort of a shocking event that could take place. Let's look at the Republicans and Donald J. Trump. 8 of Summer, 8 of Cups. The desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. Okay. 5 of Autumn, 5 of Pentacles this is. Reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for a career change. Feeling challenged by money issues. I would say also beliefs. This is the Page of Swords. Inquisitive, truthful, realistic, undiplomatic. That's for sure. And this is Gemini energy. Information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness. An indigo child or adult. We've got the King of Pentacles. Compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, gifted. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way. A good person or company to work for. That would be Taurus energy. Queen of Summer. Listen to your heart. Intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others, perhaps too much. Loving, comforting, emotional, and intuitive. So this could be a particular female. It could be, I don't know, Donald Trump's Melania, what zodiac sign she is, but we've got someone that's very intuitive, very kind. We've got a king and a queen here, and we've got a king and a queen. We've got actually 2 kings and 1 queen on the side of Kamala. And what is the outcome? And we've got the Fool card, the crazy one. We know that Donald Trump is, he's very different. He's very, what can I say? He's not conventional, that's for sure. Embrace your true purpose. Begin a new adventure. Trust yourself. This is the Fool card. So it's interesting that they both end up with major arcana cards. Interesting, very interesting indeed. So, the Fool card is very much the Aries energy, but also does bring up the energy of Uranus. So doing something very, very unexpected, unpredictable. It looks like there's a lot of support. There's more support on the side of the Democrats here. To me, they are opposing in the sense that for the Democrats, the cards start off very supportive, and then slow down. Sorry about that. They slow down, but they also get very challenging. Whereas on the side of Donald Trump and the Republicans, we've got difficult cards to start off with, but then they get more stable and more secure. Let's take some of the Kipper. Now we know that the King of Pentacles is the minor arcana of the Emperor. So there's like a double message here of leadership. But wait, it's still early. As I said, we've got a Queen and two Kings on this side. So let's see for Kamala. We've got bad health, which means psychologically not feeling it, not being happy. We've got great fortune. This is like the Wheel of Fortune here, which brings sudden changes and fated events. This could say that there's a lot of financial support on this side. And then we've got Courthouse. The Courthouse to me speaks to the Libran energy. Equal giving and receiving, but the Courthouse is also anything to do with legalities and law. The law. Let's look at the other side. This could also be support from people that hold positions of power, obviously. Anything to do with shocking events that are going to take place that the Democrats do not expect, which could lead to interference or the necessity for a situation to go to court or to some sort of votes. I don't know, some sort of voting or advice. Let's see for the Republicans and Donald Trump. We've got mature man. We've got family room. And we've got occupation. Interesting. The occupation card, because the family room is a place where someone feels very, very safe and secure. It's like their second home. It's like their home. So the mature man is someone that knows, they know their work, they know their business, right? This is someone that's worked very hard to get to. What I'm getting here is the White House. Okay, it's like a place that feels like home, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Let's continue. Let's take a couple more. Unexpected income. So as I said, help, financial help, advice as well. Let's move these up a bit. So there's some sort of unexpected help coming in. We've got the Lovers here, which could be a partnership. Also, big decisions that need to be made on the side of the Democrats. And we've got imprisonment. And these are blockages and limitations, my dear friends. There's something legal is going on relative to the side of the Democrats. Let's have a look at the side of the Republicans. We've got toil and labor, which is hard labor, and it's never ever easy. We've got courtship, which is like a partnership, an agreement. Again, there's help on the side of Trump and the Republicans. And we've got expectation, waiting on the results. For me, the expectation card, my dear friends, is like a minor arcana, very similar to the Nine of Pentacles, where someone is expecting the results, the win. And I feel that counting the votes, I do feel that there will be huge issues, generally speaking. And of course, we will not have the results straight away. So far, it is leaning towards a Republican win. Let's have a look. A couple more cards and we'll leave it. As I said, this is just for fun and this is not my biased opinion. Those of you that know how to read tarot and oracle cards, you can have your own opinion. Would love to hear it. Please do comment beneath. Let's look at Kamala and the Democrats. Cupid's arrow. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise, invitation or meeting, and hesitation. And the butterfly. Relationship evolving to the next phase. Healing the inner child and growth. Remember, the butterfly is all about a death and a metamorphosis. Remember that Cupid's arrow was quite poisonous as well. It does say have faith, though. They will have faith. But there's a surprise. There's some sort of shock or a surprise. But there's also hesitation after that. Let's look at the Republicans. We've got the runner. Runner in a codependent relationship. Fear of intimacy. Listening to the ego. Yes, leadership does come with ego. Sometimes the ego is bigger than what we are. Let's see, because this speaks to, this could also speak to codependency, depending on others that will not be there for him. Let's see. And we've got addiction, codependent, so much codependency here. Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block and restraint. So we see that this deck is not an easy deck. And we see that there will be challenges and difficulties, surely. So this deck hasn't shown the bright side of the elections. It's shown that there are challenges and difficulties, and both sides are needing to have a lot of faith. There's hesitation and there's restraint. So it's not going to be an easy battle. Let's continue. Kamala, not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego, issues, and jealousy. Healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life. Self-love, self-care, and being happier. Let's have a look at the other side. So we see a lack of happiness on the side of the Democrats. We've got passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. And keys on a ring, many options, decision, unconventional. We did talk about Trump being very unconventional. String along, one night stand. But we do see keys here. We see keys and we see the home. So yes, many choices. The keys can be wounds. They can be resolutions. They can be liberation. They can be solutions. There will be many options, important decisions that need to be made, that need to be very different. I will take from another deck. I will take 3 cards on each side just as an ending to see. Okay, dear Spirit, for the Democrats, we've got the Empress, which the Empress we know can be growth, but can also be frustration and patience. We've got 8 of Swords, feeling blocked, imprisoned, dark thoughts, fears as well. And we've got the King of Swords. The King of Swords has come through twice on the side of the Democrats. Now, those of you that live in the US, you may be familiar with the zodiac signs of those who support, past leaders who support the Democrats. So you may realize or understand who this is. Usually a King of Swords would be an air sign or someone that is very, very intelligent, someone that's very fair and just, or they've got a very inquisitive mind. Let's have a look at the other side. King of Swords, we know, could also be anything to do with legalities. Could be someone that works for the law. Let's have a look at the Republicans. We've got the 7 of Coins. We've got the Ace of Wands. And we've got the High Priestess. We've got one major arcana on both sides. We do have strong cards on both sides. Let's continue. For the Democrats, King of Wands, fire sign. We've got the Hierophant here, the Church, and we've got the Knight of Wands. A lot of fire, but also needing to keep the faith. Let's have a look at the Republicans. We've got Justice, which is Libra energy. We've got the 3 of Pentacles, which speaks to collaboration. And we've got the King of Coins once more. So, my dear friends, the King of Coins is the most experienced king in the deck, the most stable, the most financially secure. So we've got the King of Coins twice here. Yes, we've got the King of Swords twice on this side, plus another King of Wands. A lot of air and fire here. We've got more earth, more stability. We do have some fire. But you know, the High Priestess is also about hidden knowledge. And we've got 2 major arcana on Kamala's side, and 2 major arcana on the side of the Republicans. But King of Coins, to me, this is the it's tipping towards the Republican win. So, my dear friends, I'd love to hear your opinion. That's my shot at who's going to win. Generally speaking, from the first cards that fell out, which was the Emperor on the side of the Republicans, is a strong, very, very strong card of leadership. And it speaks to lead. So it's going to be a close call. It's not going to be, clear cut, and it's going to take time. But I do feel that the scales are weighing more on the side of the Republicans. As I said, we will be analyzing the charts. I have looked at the charts, but I'm going to go into the analysis. Give me a few days. We're probably going to do it just before the elections. So may the best man or woman win. What's best, what's the most important is who is going to be the best person to rule America to rule the US, the United States of America. Who's going to be what is best for the people and not for the few. Okay, as we have seen a huge downfall in the last 4 years. Everyone has their excuses, okay, and their reasons for what went wrong and why. But I want you just to try and take a few steps back and see things from a higher perspective, just much more simpler, and not going into the nitty gritty details. Look at the bigger picture, I'm going to say, as to who you think should rule the US, who should be the next president. Okay, I will leave you with that. Thank you so much for taking the time out, and thank you for your kind words, and thank you for your comments, as long as they are not hits under the belt, because if they are, I will be deleting those, okay? Because I know some of you are very, how can I say, you're very dependent on a certain party winning, but for me, the most important thing is who's going to be the best for the country and for the world, okay? Because we are talking about a world leader. So everyone is entitled to their opinion, and let's all come together and beat what's going on, because the way things are now in the world, we cannot continue like this. We need change drastically and dramatically. Okay, my dear friends. So, love and light to all of you. Talk to you soon.